Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? We're back at it again. Another update here from the Phoenician Classic. Another update from the Phoenician Classic. Man, we still 20. We're about 19 in a, well, let's see, it's Thursday. Yeah, we're about 19 in a week, 19 and a half weeks out. Here's popping in this boy. Skinny Boy Vegan Games, thanks for popping in. Katie, thanks for popping in. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Anatomy of Health, thanks for popping in, love. Hey, do not go anywhere. Let me do this right now. I just want to bring you on live right now before we even dive into giving you updates about the Phoenician Classic. So Christy, do not go anywhere. I'm gonna send you an invite right now. If you could take this, if you could do a live Instagram with me right now, go ahead and accept that live. Go ahead and accept that live Instagram invite that I just sent you because I want to have a chit chat with you, love. I want to have a chit chat. So we're about 19 and a half weeks out now from the Phoenician Classic. All right, 19 and a half weeks out. We added a little dilemma to it. Hey, there she go. How you doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Glad I was able to get you on here real quick. Got a quick question for you.
Oh boy.
You ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Maybe.
How long you been competing?
This is my second year.
Second year? Okay. What got you into
hmm
competing?
Started out as a bucket list,
Uh-huh.
just a wish list with a friend, and I just got hooked. Like, I just want to get better, and I want to win, man. I want to win.
Now, how'd you get
No,
involved
but
with
it's
I love the enthusiasm. I freaking love it
kidding.
because every time I see you, it's like I want to win. I
I
love
do, man.
it. Now, next question for you. Easy breezy, easy one. How'd you get involved with competing with the WNBF, INBF? How'd you get involved with competing with INBF? How'd that happen?
Um, So I was going to do like a super rinky-dink show with my friend, and it
Uh-huh.
got canceled due to lack of interest. And um, just where I was timeline, your show was in the same kind of window. It was 2 weeks
Uh-huh.
up, so I had a quick prep at the end there, but it was in town, it was close, and it was close to the date that I was kind of like shooting for anyway.
Uh-huh.
But to be honest with you, last year in the spirit of COVID, like with everything getting pushed back,
Hmm.
I wound up jumping into a bunch of other shows and like you guys set the bar so high, your show is so good that like I show up to these other places and I'm like, is this what's happening right now? Like you guys do such a good job and it's so fun and it's the atmosphere and the energy and the environment and everybody involved is just so great. And like that meal and the setup, like I'd be showing up at tables with like 2-day old bananas and like chewy granola bars and I'm all, when's the Phoenician? Like I want some salmon.
Now, I wanted to kind of bring you on so that way someone that's like looking at this video and someone that, was thinking about competing or somebody like you, it was your first time competing and you competed in other organizations and did other shows. Like I wanted them to get like your perspective. And the reason being is because like I can tell you like everything we do, but it
Mhm.
comes in handy when you get that first-hand account from someone that it was like the perfect storm. Like the show you was gonna do got canceled,
Yeah,
and then you end up finding the Phoenician Classic, and then you get to the Phoenician Classic, and then all this stuff is happening from the
yeah,
time from the time you do your polygraph to the end of the show. All this
yeah,
stuff happens, and then you go, okay, wow, all right, well, I'm assuming that's how everything is done, and then you go to
right.
some other shows, and you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like the last show I looked at the order of events and they had put me in the wrong category,
Oh,
like outside of what I signed up for.
ouch.
So, and seriously, for anybody watching, like Chris and Natasha do such a great job for real. Like, I was showing up for my first show. I did not know anything, how anything was supposed to go down. Like, this man put together my music for me because I didn't even know how to do that. And like, they made me and my husband so welcome. And by the end of the day, like, I was friends with the girls in the other three competitors in my class. You know, I made friends with other girls that were backstage, and I still keep in touch with them. And that was the best takeaway from everything. And then when the show didn't go great, Chris met me out there, out front in the lobby, and like made me feel so much better. Like, you guys, the environment you put up is just absolutely, like, nobody can touch you guys as far as hospitality and just feeling welcome. And it did. Like, you guys, I was not happy with how I did personally,
Mhm.
but you had given me such a warm welcome and done everything so well to where, like, I want to get back in that and I want to find more friendly faces. And you guys make it so easy to want to continue to compete
Oh
because
man, thank you.
you do. Like, it's just like showing up and seeing you guys and hanging out all day is like reward enough for all the stuff that we do. You know, it's such a fun day. Like, Annie with Modern Muse making me feel like a princess, and you know, Stephanie with the tan and everything. It's
Yeah.
it's like, the deeper I get into bodybuilding as a girl and I'm a tomboy, like, the girlier I'm coming out because I'm all like, I get to sit down and get made up. Like, it's great. It's great. You guys are like from top to bottom. Nick with
Yeah,
photography.
yeah, better aesthetics, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Nick saved the day. Like, he's all helping me in the back with poses, and the photos were amazing. It was great.
Awesome.
The whole experience was so great. It's so great.
Yeah, the cool thing about Nick is that Nick competes as well, and since he recently just had I think it's a baby boy, if I'm not mistaken. She'll be about 2 years old now. But Nick used to compete as well, active competitor. So like when he's doing photography work, he understands angles. He
Right.
understands like how the picture's gonna come out by
Hmm.
making sure that you're set up in the right place. So like
Right.
it was really like what we try to really strive to do when we like picking people for services, like we want to make sure that they understand like what's going to happen on the stage, or if they've
Hmm.
actually done this, competed before, so they got an idea about all the ins and outs of how to compete. So like I said, it was like for you, it was like the perfect storm, and I'm so glad that you
Yeah.
checked in today, because like getting you on here to do a quick chit chat and quick interview so that so that people will see and understand, like, yo, this is my first time doing a show, and it felt like this is how it's supposed to be done, because I went somewhere else and
Hmm.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah. I
So
mean, even the guy who ran the polygraph was like, I showed up so nervous, right? Especially
uh-huh.
for my first show. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, how it's all supposed to go down. Even the guy giving me the polygraph, sat
Yeah,
there
that
and
was
took a
Steve.
couple
Yeah.
minutes just to like study my nerves,
Hmm.
told me that he thought that I looked great, told me that he thought I was going to do a great job, like everybody. Like, I don't think there was one sour grape that I ran into from any of the vendors or anybody there. Like Miss Norma with Bilbo
Yeah.
Sportwear, like, she and her daughter are amazing.
Yeah, Norman
Like,
Randy, Bilbo, yeah, absolutely
yeah, they
amazing.
understand everything inside out to where, like, I got yelled at because I was wearing the suit wrong. So when she made my suit, it was cool because she like showed me
Yeah,
little tips and tricks of like how to get my suit to fit properly and wear it properly for my division. And everybody anywhere at the Phoenician can, like, and that was the thing too, is I learned a lot of other competitors were just as scared as I was. So it's like, once you
you
start
weren't
talking to people,
alone.
like, everybody's normal, like everybody's just where you are, and like
Yeah,
all the vendors are so cool, and everybody just wants to help. And that was the
absolutely.
best part. Everybody just wants to see everybody else do well, and it's a
Yeah.
great environment.
Man, that's the one thing that we kind of pride on. Is, I guess it's because we're both from the South. My wife is from New Orleans. I'm from Florida, so we got to give you that Southern hospitality. As much as we want everyone to win, we know there only
Yeah,
can be one winner. But
yeah.
since there only can be one winner, we can make sure everyone feels like a winner while they're
Oh yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. It was great. It was great. You guys did a great job for sure. I'm so
Awesome.
excited.
Thanks, love. Thanks for checking in, man.
Yeah, thank
Hopefully
you.
I ran into your posing class again.
Yes, same, same. I love getting help.
Absolutely. All right, love. I'll chat with you soon.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, so right quick, guys, I wanted to just bring in Chrissy, man. She has been like, when we first met, she was just like another competitor, that a brand new competitor that I didn't know from night from day. And now, when she competed in 2019 in the Phoenician Classic, now like we're really good friends. Like she can call me and text me and hit me up on social media, and whatever questions she might have, I'll go find those answers for her if I don't know them directly. So the camaraderie and friendship that has built post show has been more of a treat for me. So thank you, Chrissy, for checking in. Thank you. Man, I tell you what, let me bring one more other person on. Someone that I don't know. I want to bring them on, try to figure out how they got into bodybuilding. Like, if you feel good with, tell you what, before I bring you on, in your comments, if you're good with me bringing you on, type yes in the comments. So that way I know who to bring on. If you're good with me bringing you on for a live interview right now, type yes in the comments. All right. And I will bring you on so we can chit chat. So as of right now, man, we're like 19 and a half weeks out from the Phoenician Classic. 19 and a half weeks out from the Phoenician Classic. Like I said, if you're good with me bringing you on for a live interview, type yes in the comment and I will bring you on so we can have a chit chat. So 19 and a half weeks out of Phoenician Classic, man. What's going on, Hans? Good to see you, brother. The divisions, as far as the categories that we're gonna have, we're gonna have 2 pro categories this year. Skinny boy vegan. All right, I'm bringing you on next. Hang tight for me. We got 2 pro divisions: pro bikini, pro men's physique. As far as the men's categories, we have the traditional men's categories of men's bodybuilding, men's physique. Women's category, we have bodybuilding, Miss Fit Body, figure, and bikini. Now, Miss Fit Body is a cross between women's physique and women's bodybuilding. All the posing is done in heels, okay? All the posing is done in heels. It's a nice little cross between, like I said, it's a nice little cross between bodybuilding and women's figure. So, like, it's really popular in Europe and Australia. So I've seen the posing done. It's like very unique. I think it's very classy. It's just a different avenue for you ladies to be able to get into. All right. I tell you what, let me bring on Skinny Boy Vegan right now. Hang on, Skinny Boy. I'm sending you an invite. Send your invite, Skinny Boy Vegan. All right, I'm gonna bring on Skinny Boy Vegan. I have no idea who Skinny Boy Vegan is, but I'm gonna bring him on so we can chit chat. What's going on, Skinny Boy Vegan?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, my man?
Not much. How you doing?
Good, man. So, got some quick questions for you. Like, how'd you get into like competing, man?
By chance, someone actually, who's now a really good friend, hit me up on Instagram and was like, "I think we should compete." And I was like, "What?" And I was on this like journey to get into the best shape of my life by the time I turned 40. And I was 39 at the time, and I was like, well, maybe I should do this just to like put that fire under me to get me going. I did one show and that was a wrap. I was like,
oh, you got bit by the bug.
Yes.
That's what's up. So how long have you been competing now? Just for a year or 2 or?
So I started, my first show was in 2018.
Okay.
And I did 4 more shows in 2019.
Okay.
And then 2020.
Yeah.
Everything shut down. So,
right.
so I'm excited about this year.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. That's what's up. Let's hear. Now, have you ever competed with the WNBF, INBF before?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of my shows, actually, all the 4 shows I did in 2019 were all with INBF.
Okay, nice. What shows were there?
So I did the Puget Sound up in Seattle.
Okay.
I did the River City Classic.
River City, okay.
I won the overall in that, which was fun.
Nice.
I did Central Valley.
Okay.
With Terry.
Yeah, with Terry, yeah.
And I did the Battle of the Bay.
Oh, man, you had a gambit.
Yeah.
you went through the gambit, dude.
I did. It was like every couple months I was hitting the show. I was like,
oh my God. Were you like trying to pick the hardest shows on the West Coast to do? Man. Yeah, you put yourself through a gambit, dude.
Yeah. But it was all good. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Man, that's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. See, so what shows you got lined up for this year? Doesn't matter. I don't care what organization. I can care less. Just tell me what you got lined up.
Well, Inbf has been really good to me. So I'm planning on, in 7 weeks, Katie's show, actually. So
I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll be there. And then I may do an MPC show.
Okay.
There's one locally. And of course the Battle of the Bay again. I'm gonna try to hit that as well. Man, but it really all depends on what happens in these shows before.
Bruh, you just you have signed up for some. Bring your A game, because everything you just named, I'm like, bring your A game, please. So, give me a little insight. So, I'm assuming by the hashtag that you're using, I'm assuming that you're competing as a vegan.
I am.
So, how long have you been on the vegan? I should say, how long have you been vegan? I should say.
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you on a little secret, all right? My wife is trying to like get us to transition into vegetarians, all right?
Okay.
But I get the meat sweats. I start craving, all right? I start going like, hey, listen, pork chop sound real good right now. So how long am I like, how long would I experience like that craving or that desire to want to like consume like animal products? How long does that last?
I think it's different for everyone. The whole process for me, I would say, took a total, before I actually became vegan, it was probably like 3 years of like going back and forth and vegetarian and then flexitarian and then and eventually it just made sense. It was like, as far as like listening to my body and how I felt, it was always the best when I was not consuming animal products. So yeah. All right,
that makes sense to me, because like, I tried it for like, I'm gonna be honest, like my wife took me to a vegan restaurant and we sat down. I got the fried rice, right? I'm thinking, I can't do the tofu because it just messes up my stomach. So I was like, well, I'll just try the fried rice. I'm eating the fried rice, and I was like, all right, it was good. It was flavorful, tasteful, but I'm still hungry.
Right.
I'm still. Can y'all go make a slab of ribs back there? So I need some with some substance. So I still was hungry. I tried it for like 2 days, and I'm like, oh baby, listen, I got to put a steak on the grill, like. So it is a transitional phase where you're fading in and out of trying to make the transition. Okay.
Right.
All right. That's good to know. All right. That's because I thought it was a lost cause here.
Snacks are really important. I would have like trail mix and granola and probably things I shouldn't be eating, but always something with me, because when you first start, it's almost like a cleanse. So your body just processes plants so quickly, and so you are always hungry.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
But now I'm actually really used to it, and I think I consume really like high calorie meals. Like right now I'm making oatmeal. I'm gonna put some fruit in it, but my friends are just like, oh my God, the portions you eat are so huge. It's like, I just need the calories.
Right, I need the calories. Yeah. No, I totally get that. That's why I was curious, like, how do you guys pull this off? Because man, I'm telling you, my 2-day stunt, it was a complete train wreck. Like I felt like I was like a little meat crackhead trying to hide myself eating meat from my wife. So to finally, I just said, babe, this is not gonna work for me right now. I felt like I was hiding in the closet eating meat,
Right, right.
So I just got to be patient and just kind of weave into it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, take your time.
That is good to know, my man. All right, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna wish you. I'm not even gonna wish you tons of luck, because what you got lined up for this year, I already know you already put in the work. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and Katie's show here in about 7 weeks. And man, please, by all means, like when we see each other, let's just have a conversation.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And hey, I may even end up in Phoenix.
Hey,
for the classic.
Hey, well, I'll make sure I have my Southern hospitality for you.
All right.
All right, my man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks.
So, man, that was very informational coming from a man, Skinny Boy Vegan. Like, and that's real talk. Like, my wife currently right now, she's pescatarian. She's making this transition into vegetarian and vegan. And like, you know, it's hard for me because I eat all types of meat. Whew. I ain't even gonna get into that. Y'all getting ready for shows. I ain't even gonna get into that. But man, leading up to the Phoenician Classic, there's some great shows leading up to the Phoenician Classic. June 12th, there's Inbf Columbus Classic, which Skinny Boy Vegan is participating in. That's coming up June 12th. I'll be there at that show as well. June 19th, Inbf Tulsa Natural is going down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. July 17th is the INBF, SoCal Uproar, which is going down in San Diego. I'll be in attendance there if you ever want to meet me in person. July 24th, we got the INBF Cecil Phillips Classic going down in Oregon. August 7th, we got the INBF Oklahoma City going down in Oklahoma City. August 21st, we got the INBF Natural Central Valley Championship, which I'll be in attendance at as well. And then the last show before the Phoenician Classic on the West, it's like Central U.S. to the West Coast. Last show is August 28th, INBF Central, South Central USA. That's going down in Dallas, Texas. All right, so you got an array of shows that you can compete in if you're trying to become pro in men's physique or women's bikini. That you can compete in and become a pro, and then be able to jump on in. Hans, yeah, my man, I'm gonna bring you on right now. Another guy I want to bring on. Hans, let's do it, Hans. Let's make it happen. So I'm bringing on another guy, Hans, who has competed at the Phoenician Classic just about every year has been in existence. All right, but this guy here, man, I love this guy.
Hey,
Hans, what's going on, brother?
man, you have no idea.
Where are you traveling to now?
I'm driving to work so I can afford the registration at the Phoenix.
So if you guys caught the show earlier this week, I remember I told you this guy needs to be a stand-up comedian because he's that funny.
Yeah, well,
this is my man.
Well, I'm looking so forward now that I told you I'm completely cancer-free now, and no more. I know. Bless the Lord, man. So,
man.
And I have no more, so I can concentrate now how I can train and go a little heavier without exhausting, and I'm lowering down my medication, so yeah, I'm feeling good actually. I'm a little bit out of shape, but I got enough time, and still have volume, but I don't know it's muscle volume or COVID volume, so I
don't know. Right, what's up, Rich Cunning? What's up, Rich? I see you popped in here, Rich. So, man, you say you don't know if it's muscle COVID? Man, you're a mess. I swear.
Well, do you have old 5 competition this year?
Yeah, we call it Masters and Senior Masters.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I swear to God, I will put on the best looking tennis balls on my walker when I get on stage.
Hey, Rich just popped in and said he's not driving from Pasadena to Arizona with you again.
Oh, hey, anytime. That was the best fun. He's such a great guy. I'm so blessed to have met all you guys. You have literally changed my life.
I really appreciate it.
And I'm so grateful for it.
What we're grateful for is that you actually believed in what we were doing, because it's the athletes that make this thing happen. We just want to give you a place to make sure that it happens, but
Oh,
you guys make it happen, man. So like, you know,
and there
so
I,
we just
and
try to
there
give
I,
you everything.
and I thought you just wanted to see me, an old man in a speedo.
Listen, as sexy as you are, and as handsome as you are, no, that's not my thing.
Well, you know. Well, I'm very successful in the catacombs between the locker rooms, so don't worry about it. Hey,
you haven't changed a lick.
I can't, sorry, I can't change.
No, don't change, man. I appreciate the candor. Yeah.
For the next
So
18
yeah,
weeks.
so you're like 19 and a half
And
weeks
then,
out from the Phoenician Classic.
Yeah, so I think it's time now to change my diet and work out hard and get ready. You know, I can only imagine, and I'm promoting your show because it's without a doubt the best show, you know, on the West Coast. Does Arizona count West Coast? I don't know.
Count it, Hans. Count it.
It didn't come up in the immigration test, so.
Oh my God.
So
we're gonna have to talk about this immigration test and make sure we start coming up, man.
It was more civics than there was no geography, and I prepared for geography so much, so I got a little lost there.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
I'm looking so much forward this year again, you know, and let me know if you have if you have a master's, you know. I'm getting too old and to compete against the 45-year-olds, you know. Although I can still bring it, but you know.
Well, we know you can bring it. Yeah, Hans, we would definitely have a senior masters, man. Don't even worry about that.
Man, you guys are always, and by the way, you know, talking about best shows, I think you guys run the best show, not only because, you know, the way that it's set up, but how you guys take care of the athletes. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You know, it's really cool. I bring a little fan club this year. I made a lot of friends in Arizona over the time, and so they're all coming down to the show. And remember, my wife is going to be there with her beautiful jewelry.
Absolutely. Yes, she will. Yeah. Rachel will be there with her jewelry as a vendor. Yes, she will.
She's something else, you know. So I got to concentrate a little bit on the Southern California I-5, and I have a Prius in front of me, so I don't feel safe.
Yeah, so you drive safely. Get off here, and I'll see you soon, man.
I see
Thanks
you.
for checking in, Hans.
And say hi to your beautiful better half.
I will.
Okay. I love you guys. Brother. Peace out.
So that's my man Hans checking in from the I-5 on his way to work. And like I said, man, Hans has been a gift for all of us, you know, as far as like you know, beating cancer. He earned our Comeback Kid Award in 2019, which is an award we give out to someone who, you know, who's beating the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like Hans is beating the odds, and we give this award out to someone to a special individual that's beating the odds. So it's like, it's not all about just, all right, you beat the odds and you're competing. Nah, man, you beat the odds. Like, you're beating the odds in life. And it's so hard, you know, it's so hard sometimes to beat the odds in life. So like, we have a Comeback Kid Award that we issue. Hans won it in 2019. Really great guy. I tell you what, man, this is going really good. I want to bring, if you're good with me bringing you on for a live interview, I don't care if I'd have known you or not. I just want to bring you on for a live interview. We can chit chat. You can tell us your story. Let me hear your story. So if you're good with me bringing you on, just type yes in the comments and I will bring you on. Like, I will bring you on so we can chit chat. So I just gave you an array of shows that's going to happen before the Phoenician Classic. One of the things I want to touch bases on is, like, I got some questions. I got some questions on Tuesday and Wednesday regarding our drug testing policy. Like we do have a strict drug testing policy, and two great questions came up. One question was regarding ADHD, medication for ADHD, and another great question we got was it was a woman that was going through she was receiving hormone replacement therapy because she had a hysterectomy. Not only myself but the organization, we empathize with everyone's situation. We totally get this, and we understand like there are things that in life that you have no control over, and unfortunately when it comes to the hormone replacement therapy, HRT, like we will not accept your registration for that. You know what I'm saying? That will be considered a violation of the drug testing policy. And it's not my rules, it's the organization rules is where we're saying, because we have no way of knowing if you're on hormone replacement, if you're going overboard in hormone replacement or not. We just don't know. All right. So in order to keep this fair for all natural athletes, like we can't accept any hormone replacement therapy athletes at all whatsoever. All right. Just don't want you to get here, pay, I want you to pay your registration, and you get hit with this curveball upside the head later on. I'm putting it out here right now. And if you're doing hormone replacement therapy, like you will not be able to compete at Phoenician Classic. You will not be able to compete in any Inbf show, like if you're doing hormone replacement therapy. That's just the nature of the beast. I'm sorry, guys. Far as being medicated for ADHD, you just need to have a doctor's note when you come in for your polygraph. All right. The last news that I've received, far as on ADHD, is that you just need to make sure you have your doctor's note saying that you're on this medication due to you having ADHD, and you need to have it from a doctor's note when you come in with the polygrapher and put it out there on Front Street, like, hey, this is the medication I'm on for ADHD. And it also depends on what ADHD medication you're on. So I would check with any promoter before you register. Just hit them up, just hit the promoter up, whoever he or she is, say, hey, I'm on this medication for ADHD, give them the name of the medication, so that way we can double check against the list and double check with our drug substance, I should say with our PED policy office, that we can check in with and say, hey, we got somebody that's on this medication, are they good to go? And that's all we're really doing. We're not giving you your name. We're not giving you your phone number. Only thing we're doing is coming with a medication, name of a medication, and saying, hey, we got an athlete that wants to compete in our show. This is the medication they're on. Like, can they compete with this medication? Yes or no? And then they'll tell us. They'll say either yes or they'll say either no. It's just a simple yes or no. There's no information about you that's given. All right. So your information remains completely confidential. All right. So that was two really great questions that happened over the weekend. Let's see here. Now, like I said, I want to bring one more other person on for a quick interview. So if you're good with that, type yes in the comments, and I will bring you on for a live interview. Type yes in the comments, and I'll bring you for a live interview. If you got questions, please do not hesitate. Type in the comments. I will answer your questions in the comments. If you got questions that you don't want to put out there, for everybody to see, man, please send me an email at Phoenician Classic, and send it to Phoenician Classic at PhoenicianClassic.com, or shoot me a DM right here at Phoenician Classic, and I'll get those questions answered for you. Because the name of the game here is to make sure you have every ounce of information that you need in order for you to have a great show. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about making sure that you have a great experience with the Phoenician Classic. It's all about creating an event for you and your family. All right. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. All right. Whoops. I ain't going there. No, it's not there. Okay, cool. All right. So, man, other than that, as far as what's going on right now with Phoenician Classic, we have, like I said, we secured our tanner with Unique Physique. We secured hair and makeup with Modern Muse. I'm still waiting to hear back from my good buddy Nick regarding photography work, and then went over to my buddy Jim's, went over to jump the fence and went over to my buddy's Jim's office, but he wasn't in office just yet to reach out to him for AZ Big Tents, so that way I can have the tent set up at the location. So that's where we're at with that. I got the postcards done. I got the posters done. So you'll start seeing those pop up actually this weekend. We got one minor little tweak that we're gonna need to make happen on the poster. And after we get that little minor little tweak done, you'll start seeing the posters more out there on the internets. All right, on the internets. So that's all I got for you guys today, man. Tune in again Saturday, 12 o'clock. That's Pacific Standard Time. You tune in 12 o'clock Saturday Pacific Standard Time. There's no telling who I'm gonna pop in here and interview again. So, man, it was great. Thank you, Skinny Boy Vegan, for popping in. Hans, thanks for popping in here. Anatomy of Health, thanks for popping in here and giving us your insight and letting us know what's happening in your world and what you're doing inside on the competition stage. So, guys, thanks again. See you guys soon. Be easy.